Hello and welcome to Aging Fearlessly, the place where we explore what it takes to build our very best life. I'm your host, Guillermo Vidal, and I'm so glad you could spare some time to join me in today's episode. Once again, I am commenting about the many lessons we can learn from ABC's senior dating program, The Golden Bachelor. The past episode was the one where Gary Turner, the Golden Bachelor himself, whittled down his choices to the final 3 women from whom he will select a wife. Sounds strange to use such serious words about the actions Gary Turner is taking, but that is the goal of the show. Now, this particular program was the first time that the pain of rejection felt palpable on the 3 women who did not get chosen to stay on in this competition. All 3 women were obviously saddened by Gary's decision, but it was Ellen Goltzer, a retired teacher, who seemed to be the most heartbroken. And that was because during her last meeting with Gary Turner, she told him that she was falling in love with him. Strong words. Now, all of us have experienced rejection in our lives. The promotion that was given to someone else, the falling out with a friend or family member, the important award that you didn't get, the spouse or partner who chose to leave you for someone else. Now, the one thing all types of rejections have in common is that they hurt like hell. The pain was very apparent on Ellen's face as she was driven away in the fancy limousine, away from the Golden Bachelor's mansion. And it is not just that the pain feels bad, it's also the feelings that accompany rejections. A sense of failure or worthlessness, confusion. Rejection can also leave you feeling that you're not worthy of love. When rejection comes from someone who you've been interested in romantically, it can really hurt. And one can be overwhelmed by the intensity of the feelings I mentioned earlier. Now, I'm sure Ellen went home carrying a tremendous amount of pain and loss. Now, anyone who's been around the block a few times knows that every rejection closes one door but opens another, but it takes perspective to realize that. But that realization doesn't make them any easier. Now, here's some things to remember that may help you better understand rejection and what they mean in the construct of our lives, so you can accept, learn, and grow from rejection. Number 1, some people prefer apple, others oranges, while others would choose bananas. That's all there's to it. It's preferences. I know that our first tendency after rejection is to wonder what is wrong with us. But frankly, rejection is more about the preferences of the person doing the rejection than it is about you. If you're an apple, someone who prefers oranges will choose the orange. And this happens time and time again. Whether it's for a promotion or one romantic partner rejects another. Simply put, what you brought to the table did not fit or no longer fits with the person or persons making the decision. This does not mean that there's something wrong with you or that somehow you are lesser. Number 2, when one door shuts, another one opens. There's no doubt in my mind that although we were created equal, we were not meant for everyone, and not everyone was meant for us. You have your preferences in people, so does everyone else. But what makes a divorce or a breakup so confusing is that you once were meant for someone and now you're not. I know this kind of rejection can seem final, but the fact is that any rejection is a door that closes and sends you in a different direction. If you can continue to be yourself, you will eventually attract the people and conditions that fit best with you. Number 3, rejections can teach us lessons. Lessons are always available if you remain open to them. Rejection can teach you about the need to gain more education or experience before going after that big promotion again. A breakup can teach you that perhaps you failed to gauge your partner's red flags ahead of time, which can teach you that you don't want to repeat a relationship with someone who has those qualities again. Perhaps you exhibited some difficult controlling behavior or jealousy that you need to change before entering another relationship. Rejections can teach you to become patient and resilient as you wait for a new door to open. The opportunities to learn are many. Number 4, there is no shame in getting help. If you believe you're unable to minimize the emotional pain you feel from rejection, or you keep obsessing about what happened to you to the point of exhaustion, seek out any help you may need, including, by the way, mental health professionals. It is very important that you do what you need to stay healthy during this time. Getting regular exercise and minimizing your drugs and alcohol is also essential. If you're like Ellen in this show and are living through the after effects of serious rejection, it is important to know that you're not alone and that this rejection does not define you. It too will pass, and you will emerge from it stronger than ever. Thank you for sharing your time with me today. Hope to see you soon.